He said, I guess it's canceled. Oh, come to Chart Addicts. Come to Chart Addicts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another YouTube Thursday stream. This is our 90th stream, if I'm not mistaken. It might be the 92nd. I don't know. Someone's got to be keeping track. We've been going for 90 weeks in a row. Ask yourself, what have you done for 90 weeks in a row? What have you done for 90 weeks in a row? Sheesh. 90 weeks, long time. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, great to have you back. My name is Roy Jr. I'm the co-founder of Chart Addicts, and this stream is proudly sponsored by TradingView, the #1 charting platform in the world for traders. Great to have you all back. I saw some comments in the YouTube stream. I apologize, y'all. Sometimes I'm going to be a little bit late. I was doing a mindset call with the Chart Addicts team, which is more important. And yeah, if you guys want all time, if you guys want the call links, if you guys want access to the coaches and the educators, head on over to the Chart Addicts side and all of your dreams will come true. Says JPY reversal coming. Jesus Christ. 1 second, y'all. I'm getting a call from James. Matter of fact, let me know if in the chat if you guys want me to invite James onto this stream. God, it's so crazy. I just want to shift on a Thursday like this. All right, market open. Let me show you guys the pairs that I'm watching. Let's get straight to the point. I'm already in shorts on Nasdaq. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm already in shorts on Nasdaq. Sorry, I didn't call this. It's my bad. I was talking too much. Oh, no way. Bank of Japan policy statement released last night. So that makes a lot of sense. Nasdaq, let's talk about what happened yesterday. We took a long right at the market open. Or it wasn't at the market open, excuse me. It was at the FOMC. It was 360 points to the upside. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most fun trades I've been in so long. 320 points. That's where I ended up closing the trade. In about 25 minutes, put a runner and break even. Everything worked itself out. We had a clear break below this area of structure. Clear break below and then retest. Would I enter this short right now? No, because we're already about 120 points away from that entry. So instead, what you'd want to do is wait for this candle, this bearish candlestick to stop forming or to basically find a floor, measure the fib from top to bottom, wherever it ends up. I'm assuming it's going to hit this previous area of structure, and that's where it's going to start to retrace. And then we have the 88.6 Fibonacci all the way back up here. All the way back up at these highs. So what I think is going to happen is we're getting this nice drop. We get one pullback and then continue to the downside. Indices love double tops and double bottoms. So I'm assuming that we're going to get a double top before this thing just completely crashes. So do not chase. And let me show you the difference between chasing and waiting for the proper entry. A lot of folks want to chase the markets. A lot of folks want to chase the markets because they're like, well, Roy said the markets are crashing. And so if Roy believes it's going to end up down here, that means I should short right now. Because if I miss the trade, it's going to end up down here without me. Here's what your trade looks like entering right now. So it's a little bit less than a 2-to-1 risk and reward ratio. All right. If you wait for the re-entry, now you get about 5.5-to-1 risk and reward. So for this trade, if you risked $100, you'd be looking to make back 197. And that's if it heads all the way to TP, which we all know sometimes it gets pretty close and reverses. And so you might not even get the full 197, or you might take partials, and this is really like 120. The top trade, if you risked $100 up here, you'd be looking to make $560. Now, which one sounds like a better deal? Because these ones, if you lose 2 trades in a row, for example, looking for this entry, by the time you finally hit the trade, you're not going to make up for your losses. With this one, let's say that you lost a couple of trades and you're down bad. It only takes one win to make it back. And granted, again, you're going to take partial profits. You might not hold it all the way to TP. So let's assume it's going to be like around 450 instead. But this will make up for 4.5 losses. This won't even make up for 2 losses. This is the beauty of risk and reward and of waiting for a proper entry, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the chats if this concept makes sense. This is why when you guys see me on the stream, even though I believe the market's going to end up down here, I don't chase trades. Let me know if that concept is clear. Should be pretty straightforward. And also let me know if you guys are ready to get this show on the road. He said shift bit. See, we're going to pretend like that didn't happen. But with sober September, I don't know, bro. I didn't have caffeine yet. I'm about to have some caffeine. Are you guys all saying yes because you want James on the call? Is that what the yeses are for? They asking for you on the stream, bro. Pull up. All right, let's talk about some of these other pairs real quick. UJ. This is why I gotta start setting better TPs. So I had a runner. We already took the majority of the profits off the table. You guys saw I had the runner. I was posting it in my chat all of yesterday. So here's what I ended up closing, and here's what I ended up holding. I closed some part. So Nasdaq made over $1,000 off the Nas trades. UJ, I don't know what the fuck happened here. I think these were re-entries. Yeah, these were re-entries that hit SL. I took this one position off UJ. I closed some Euro USD, and then I ended up holding these trades. So I still had, I think, 1.5 lots open on UJ. And then I had about a standard open on Euro USD. Euro USD is still open. But Nasdaq hit break even, and then UJ came back and hit break even. If I was awake, though, ladies and gentlemen, they hit 300 pips. So if I had just closed all of my positions with 300 pips, that's 1.5 lots. So 1.5 lots is $15 a pip times 300. That would have been another $4,500 if I had closed at the top last night. Instead, I woke up to break even. That's the thing about swing trading pairs, y'all. I explained this on the call yesterday, actually. The longer that you're involved in a trade, and this is why I don't swing trade that much, but the longer you're in a trade, the higher the risk is that there's a news event or some kind of adverse risk event that happens. All right, so yeah, if I'm swing trading from now on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm being a lot more careful, and you know, I'm going to be taking partials. I mean, honestly, I did everything I wanted to do on UJ and EU, so I'm not even close to mad. But fucking 300 more pips would have been a bag. Euro USD is still moving. I still have my runner. I shifted my target down to 0.97 flat. So 0.97 is my next target for EU. I believe the dollar is going to continue bullish, even though we had this massive retracement last night. I do believe the dollar is going to continue bullish. And so this UJ move that happened, I believe, is just a side effect of the Japanese yen shifting their policy. And eventually, I believe that the Japanese yen is going to continue bullish. All right, so it's like this shit. We got a nice retest here. The market came up, another beautiful higher low and a nice push up. Then the market cleared all the way back to the OG entry right below it. So guys, notice this. Where was I just at? Oh yeah. Here's the previous low. Price broke below the previous structure. It violated it and then closed back above, and the retest came back above. That's what indicated the reversal of the move. Again, structural area right here. We draw the support out. Yes, we violated, but we are closing above. So that close above is what we're looking for. We're going to see a bit of a bullish push and then a retest. And then upon that retest, we're going to enter the longs again. You feel me? So I'm still bullish on this thing. The dollar's still bullish. Did it yank through just like it did before? Always. UJ does that. The name of the game. Did we have a violation, a break above the previous highs, this break of structure? Yes. Which shows me that buyers are definitely still, still interested in taking this thing bullish. So right now I'm going to wait for price to close. If we close above the support on the daily, I'm looking for a retest of this blue line, 142 flat. And we're going to take this thing north and keep buying it up all the way to 149. End target 149. EU hit TP on the app. However, I'm still holding a runner because I'm savage like that. 0.97 target. You guys get the drill. DXY continuing bullish. We just went through that briefly. Nasdaq bleeding. Wait for the pullback. It might take 30 minutes or 45 minutes, but there's always a pullback. Why? Because those of us who entered here, we have our stops and break even. How many times did we put our stop loss and break even on a great trade market open? And then an hour after, it came back, hit the break even, and then continued to go. You will get a retest. So chasing trades, and this is like the biggest pet peeve, especially because we stream. A lot of people have a constant sense of FOMO. So if you like miss the original entry, a lot of folks have FOMO and they want to start jumping in the trade late. We already explained the risk and reward and why it's important to get the right risk and reward. But it's also like, if you miss that trade, there's no reason to take that extra risk just by needing to be in the trade. Most of the time, the markets do pull back. So try not to let FOMO dictate your decision-making. Wait for a pullback, and then you can catch a perfect double top entry. If you want to enter 150 pips or 150 points after the market's already pushed off entry, you're going to be taking way too much risk and way too much drawdown for no reason. Who said yen pairs dumped? Yeah, they did. US oil minor recovery here. So we finally hit that lower end target of 82. I'm not sure if we're going to break the 82, only because there's no real news events coming out that's going to support price continuing bearish. But as I explained, if we break this yellow zone, that's where we're going to start seeing sub $3 gas prices around the country. And so like just as a consumer, that's the barrier that we're watching for. This 82 price level or 83 price level. If we violate that, we're going to start to see sub 3 gas prices. If we stay above, then we're going to stay in the threes. And if we break back above this zone over here at 95 a barrel, that's when we're going to start to see $4 gas prices. Quick sort of like breakdown of the barrels, the gas prices. Bitcoin relatively flat. This was the trade I took last night. Granted, guys, stupidest fucking trade I've taken in a long time. Honestly, I was half asleep. Somebody texted me, told me to take a look at the yen pairs. I'm like in my bed. I rolled over. In the morning, I had seen this thing reject. And so this was kind of the reason I took the trade in the first place. Yes, price was extremely bearish, but we broke below the daily zone and then had a straight recovery. And we ended up closing above. Then we retested the daily zone and started to reject a little bit. This was the main reason I called the trade. The next candle just broke straight through. I was like, fuck. Just woke up, stop loss hit. Not mad though, because Nasdaq is making up for it. But if we're going to look at what's the next move for GJ is going to continue lower to the next demand zones, 157, 158 level, and around there, 157, 158. This is where I'm going to be looking to go long.
155.
Is that how I think it is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is. You think 155, bro?
Honestly, bro, I think lower than that, but we'll see. I think 150. I mean, like in best case scenario, but
this is what got me fucked up. We had the yen, or we had the Bank of England raise rates 50 basis points, and
yeah,
the
but
yen
that's such a weak hike.
But if you compare it to the fact that they were not doing hikes at all because of Boris.
Well, they did one. They did one what, like a couple months ago, no?
It was one hike. That was like Boris was already halfway out the door.
Yeah, but their inflation hit like a 40-year high, bro. It's pretty bad, you know?
Yeah, I think they're running 10 and
like 10%, yeah, 10.4 something like that. Yeah, this is ridiculous, bro. So, you know, for only 50 basis points, that's some pussy shit, bro. So
for real. But I think it was just like an added. The yen pivot was the biggest news because, bro.
I mean, we knew that was coming though, you know, like.
But no, bro, they haven't bought yen since the 90s. Like we didn't know when it was coming. It was like one of those things that could happen at any time, but it was like I could fuck Beyonce at any time too.
Yeah, but bro, I mean, when your currency loses like 30% of its value in like, you know, a year and a half, 2 years, it's pretty bad.
Bro, they've been trash for a while. They've been dropping for probably 10 years straight.
No, that's not the right one. Go to JXY.
Oh, you're right. I said, what did I type in, y'all?
JPX.
Damn.
It's bad, bro. It's bad.
Holy.
It's really fucking bad, bro.
Bro,
That's
the
not.
first little dip up. Look how cute this is.
I don't even know. That's. I don't think that's not the one. There's a better one. That's more information on the candlesticks. I'll tell you right now which one I use.
This is hella choppy. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder: this stream is sponsored by TradingView, the #1 charting platform in the world for traders. In case you guys didn't know, and Enigma FX, the #1
They
signals
cut.
app
They
in the
cut.
world.
They cut a nice check. Cut a nice check.
Is it not the best platform in the world? I want to hear from you, James.
It's a fantastic platform. I mean, to be honest with you, I can't accurately say if it's the best because I haven't experienced all of them, but it's a great platform for sure. Where's my
David,
check?
chop up the
Check,
chop up the
please.
part where he said it's an excellent platform, and let the money printer go off.
And ship it out with the check, please.
Got you. Go, let's get James's cut.
Use there's a look at JPY basket, it's called. That's the one I'm using. That one's solid. Yeah, that one, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that one's way cleaner.
Adding this bitch to my watch list right now. Shout out to FXCM, bro. They finally did something right.
Doesn't have a ton of data, but
no, bro, what the fuck is this?
I mean, bro, it's just going straight down, bro. There's not much to really look at, honestly.
Oh my god. Let me compare both of these. Yeah, it's the same fucking thing. It's just a way cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's insane. So 1998 was the last time the Bank of Japan bought back its own currency. So we're basically in 20-year territory.
See y'all in another 20 years.
Bro, okay, so James, they pivoted just enough. Currency controls don't really work. It's gonna be a temporary fix.
Yeah,
Do you think that they're gonna start buying this currency now?
What, the yen?
Yeah, you think the Bank of Japan is gonna set up a policy to start buying back to raise
I
the
don't
value or no?
I don't know. I mean, their policy statement literally said, that they were gonna keep rates low and maintain a loose policy, bro. So I don't know. It's kind of like it was very misleading. It was like they came out with that at like 4 a.m. or 2 or whatever. Something I forget exactly when it came out. It came out at like late 3 o'clock or something. But then they said, yeah, we're gonna maintain low rates, and then boom, they say 30 minutes later, oh yeah, we actually intervened in the FX market. So it's interesting.
And bro, it pissed me off that it happened overnight. I really like. How did you get insight? I don't want you to like dive too much into your own process, but how did you get insight on this happening before it happened?
I actually, bro, I follow a bunch of Twitter pages that just have like excellent news, sources, bro. And I just I mean, obviously, like I was anticipating, bro, like the charts don't lie. Like, when something is in the floor, in the ceiling, like at a certain point is going to make some type of a bounce, even if it's short-lived. So that's what I was really looking for. But yeah, no, obviously with the policy statement, release coming out, like I was just expecting that, okay, maybe this could be some type of catalyst. And then yeah, at 4:17 in the morning is when Kuroda said something that Kuroda said, hey, we've intervened in the FX market. So yeah, that's pretty much
something definitely broke, because what the Bank of Japan's policy was, it's the same as the Fed. They were like, we're going to keep doing this monetary policy until we break something.
right.
And so in order for this to have happened, they definitely fucked something up real bad in the back.
Yeah, bro.
It's the end of the yen. I told you the yen's going to be the first one to go, then the euro, and the dollar and the pound are going to be the last one standing.
Shit, I'm putting all my money in Turkish liras.
It sounds funny, but like, if somebody had put all their money in rubles earlier this year, before
yeah, they're up.
They're fucking billionaire right now.
They're up, bro. They're up.
Are you being serious about the Turkish? Are you bullish on the lira? Or what?
Yeah, bro. I'm fine liras, bro. I'm certainly not doing that. Please, nobody do that. Nobody do that.
I was about to say, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? All right. CPI 2.5% to 3%. So like, is Japan the only one not dealing with an inflation crisis?
Yeah, no, their consumer inflation, what, yeah, it was like 2.5% or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so the bank is going to offer to purchase back the JGBs at 25% every business day through fixed rate purchase operations. So they're going to be buying back bonds. And so how are they buying back bonds and the currency though? For what reason? You
I
got to
don't
do one or the other. If you focus too much on your bond market and you're repurchasing bonds, the value of the currency crashes because you're basically like giving up one for the other. When now
know.
that they're buying back their own currency, the bond market's going to suffer, but they're still buying up bonds to try to prop up the bond market. So I'm just like, they're in like full emergency mode, basically. Like if this happened in the US, this would be the end of the monetary system of the US. Provisions of an unlimited amount of funds under the fund supplying operations. No, not interesting, not interesting, not interesting. Okay. Mainly the small and medium-sized firms, non-government supported loans.
Bro,
6 months.
US 30 is literally about to fall off a cliff.
I'm in these Nasdaq shorts already.
Bro, it's going to 26,000 next. Nasdaq will be at 10,000 soon.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
So can you check US 30? Yeah, US 30, same exact thing as Nasdaq. Previous break of structure and retest. This is real far off from the original entry. So here's the two entries I'd be looking to take. Measure top bottom. Wait for a pullback 78. First target is the extension. So solid 2.5 to 1 R&R. Wait for a pullback. Carla, I think you're the one that asked 30,250. And then the target 29,750.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna go to sleep, bro, because I've been up for an abnormally long amount of time.
My dude. Go get some rest, bro. I'm gonna hit you up later.
Yeah. Everyone, happy trading, make some money.
My guy, appreciate you hopping on.
Short
Say bye to James.
Short the JPY Bears.
Bro, go get some sleep.
Goodbye, everyone.
That boy is knocked. He said short all the JPY Bears. Crazy shit. I got 2 dope interviews coming y'all's way. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, I have a podcast with Alex G, FX Alex G, good friend of mine. First podcast he did was on our Expert Trader podcast last year with Raul. Since then, he's had tremendous amounts of growth. The kid went on to become a millionaire damn near. Excited to release that video this weekend. And then we have Matt Charts, the masked trader, exposed. Did I get Matt Charts to take off the mask on the podcast? Was I the first person to get Matt Charts to show his face? $500,000 on US 30? Maybe. You guys have to check to find out. Let me know who took the Nasdaq trade at the open and who's waiting for this pullback. I'm in both camps, by the way. I'm in the shorts, but I'm also waiting for a pullback. Holy! I just had to close out some partial profits, y'all. I was excuse my French here. I still have one position running. God, why is my brightness so bad on this phone? All right, here we go. Can you guys see that? Here, hold on. Man, this fancy ass camera can't even pick up some numbers. All right, all good. I'm securing some partial profits, y'all. I'm in deep profit. 660 was my entry. All right, so one more pull back to that entry. And that's the trade I'm looking to take. No guarantee that we're going to get a deep pullback. If we violate these lows, then it'll look something like this. We'll have a shallow pullback and then a continuation. But to be fair, I did say it. I did say I'm shorting NAS100 at market open. I did say that at 8:30. Just going to go ahead and protect myself here with some receipts. I did send the markup as well. It was at 11,650. Jesus Christ. Yo. I just got a text to check this out, bro. This is 792 pips on a freaking Forex pair. Yo, this is why I got to keep my eye on the ball, man. This is why I got to keep my eye on this news. God damn, these Fed pivots are everything. These central bank pivots are everything in markets. The next big one is going to be in 2023 when the Federal Reserve starts printing money. Right? We'll probably be all the way up here at that point, messing around. As soon as the Fed pivots, the dollar is going to crash. Indices are going to go to the moon and crypto is going to go to the moon. And like the thought of missing that move like is crazy to me. I don't want to miss that move at all. I gotta keep my eye on the ball. This Japanese yen news really took me by surprise. Even though, to be completely honest, there was a lot of talk leading up to this, probably the last 2 weeks. The more I'm looking at news on my phone here, the more that I'm looking at like there's been mention of this for the past 2 weeks because the emergency in the currency system has slowly been getting worse and worse. Crazy. So we're at this daily demand zone on US 30, by the way. And so it's a really sketchy place to be shorting, but because of how aggressive the market is, that's why it makes sense. Much like Nasdaq, not sure if we're going to get that retest. Trading breakouts, not something I want to do. If you do want to trade breakouts though, technically the stop loss needs to be above the previous high, but we all know that that's just not, that's not going to be ideal. So here's the 38%. What you can do is you can put your stop loss right at the 50 and put your take profit at the next key level. Now, I don't trade breakouts, so I'm not recommending that you do this. I'm just saying if you do trade breakouts, here's a quick tip that may help you get better entries and to avoid getting like hit by a double bottom. The market's either going to do one of these or reverse on you. And so you really don't need to be above, or you really don't need to have your stop loss that high to figure out if the market's going to reverse or not, or if the market's going to make a deep pullback. So what I do is, personally, I'll wait for a shallow pullback and then short it. If the shallow pullback doesn't come, if we get a deep pullback, then I'll short the deeper pullback. I never trade the breakouts, but if I did, I would put my stop loss above the shallow pullback, because if I did get caught in one of these, at least by the time that this is done, the move will eventually play out. So I don't recommend this. Instead, here's the two options. It would be the 38 with your stops above the high. Again, not that attractive. 1.5 to 1 R&R, 1.7 to 1 at best. The 78 entry though, now you get a nice 3 to 1 R&R. A lot more attractive. it might only go up to like the 50% here and then drop. So at the 50%, you can start to scale in, or you can just wait until it hits the 78%. The Grand Rising Roy, how can I get in the Zoom meeting? Chart Addicts members, if you're a Chart Addicts member, you'll have access to the website. You'll have access to the Discord. In this Discord chat, the private members Discord is where we send all meeting links. And meeting links for the regularly scheduled calls, they're all on the website. So as a CA member, all you have to do is head on the website. And we do these calls daily. I don't always live trade, but we do market recap calls and we do market overview calls daily. You'll go up here to the schedule tab, hit the schedule tab, and then all of the weekly calls are scheduled here. You can see them months in advance. All right, so tonight, our guy Ryan going to be crushing it. Jordan crushing it on Saturday. Myself crushing it on the Sunday Outlook. And you can just click the link to join the meetings and it'll take you straight to the meeting. So pretty straightforward if you are a CA member. Said, bye, James. Love you, James. Y'all are funny as fuck. Just say the number, bro. Roy, you can't be screaming like that. I'm sorry. Bro, guys, I'm going to post for the CA members how much I made on that NAS drop. But look, I went a little heavier than I should have. I went a little heavier than I should have. He said, bro, I thought you got shot. I'm so sorry, yo. I'm so sorry. Says, where did y'all sell GJ? Buddy, I bought this morning on some clown shit. I'm going to take full responsibility for that decision. Not happy about that decision, but we got out just in time. I'm expecting it to drop to the 157, 158 level, and then we'll see if we can take it up for longs there. Waiting for breakouts in the 15-minute time frame and use the 1 minute to enter on there on the retest of the 1 minute and get rejected. Forex gurus, your name is perfect for that dumb ass comment that you just put. That's something that like a fake guru would say. It's basically like he was saying, wait for a 15-minute breakout and then enter on the 1 minute. People, if y'all know anything about the way I trade, is the reason I don't trade breakouts is because as soon as you get this break, you're more than likely to snap back in the range before it drops than to have just a straight drop. And so if you're looking for 1 minute retests out here, you're going to get so many 1 minute confirmations that'll make your head spin. You'll put your whole account on that shit. And then all of a sudden it'll drop just enough to make you think you're in profits and then shoot all the way back to a key level of supply. And then at that supply level is where you have a real short. So the difference between amateur trading, chasing, and patient trading, waiting. But please tell me y'all got that concept. The way I just articulated that, the way that just came out, somebody please tell me y'all at least got that. Did that concept did it get through? Did it get through? Amateur traders, experienced traders, come on, son. Come on. This was the thing that killed me as a trader when I was starting out. Like, if somebody had told me this shit when I was first starting out, I wouldn't have been fucking entering early all day. I was entering early on every single fucking trade. You guys know what that does for your psychology? It sucks. At the second you enter a trade, you go straight into drawdown and it just starts going against you. Not a fun feeling. And so the only thing I had to do was to stop chasing and just start waiting for supply levels on the higher time frames to hit. And that was the biggest deal. Bianca says, Roy, I don't think you're recording. Thankfully, Bianca, we're on YouTube and YouTube does the recording for me. So bless up. Said I blew so many accounts like that forcing trades. Like, my style of trading is not because I'm not skilled. It's not because I'm not confident in my strategy. When I say I'm waiting, when I say it's not ready yet, when I say I'm waiting for one more candle, that's not because I'm ready to enter the trade right now. I'm ready to enter the trade almost at any moment. But I have to wait. I have to stop myself to wait for that best entry, because if I'm always chasing, I'm constantly going to be in drawdown and getting caught in some of these erroneous news events. He says, waiting on that now, wait. So the thing is if you know exactly what you're waiting for, you'll be a lot more confident. I know that most of the time when we have a bearish engulfing candle, we're going to get a retest at least 50% of the candle with a massive wick, and then it just drops. Or it could retest all the way up to the highs. And so I'm waiting for something specific. If I was just waiting for the sake of waiting, I promise you, I'd be fucking up my account all the time. So you have to know what you're waiting for, or else you're going to be very like impatient. All right. YouTube, did you guys get that concept or not? Show us the profit, bro. Flex a little. I just did. My fucking this bullshit high speed camera. They told me to get this HD camera. It's got this light on it. You can't even see the fucking. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna send this in the goddamn. You guys are gonna see why I screamed earlier like a little girl. Like Roy was squealing like a pig on this on this stream this morning. You guys are about to see why. Y'all about to find out why. I thought yesterday's live trade was crazy. How do I zoom in, bro? Am I slow? I might be a little slow. The control? Oh, control. Stop. Nope, it's not. All right. That is why I was squealing like a little girl. I was not expecting that at all, by the way. Expecting a very modest type move, very modest type trade. So, yeah. I used to have to work a month and a half as a wealth manager at the largest financial institution in the world to make that money, but like fucking nuts. I used to have to wait a month and a half to make that kind of money. Nutty. Yeah, sell at a premium. There we go. Yo, you want to break your phone like that? I don't know what you're even talking about. One thing about breakouts is being patient. They are going to have a lot of fake outs. Yes, smart man. There we go. Buy at a discount. Who is MH14, bro? You sound like a Chart Addicts member. You're using my language. Buying at discounts, selling at premiums. Who's MH14 in this YouTube chat? Said, bro, why is there no NAS100 on IC markets? Look up US 100. Look up US 100. Caught that short on NAS. Let's see if it'll hit TP. Most likely it will. It might come back for one more entry. Let's be completely real here. US Tech on IC market. Yeah, US Tech is also possible. US 100. It says no NAS, but there's US 30 on IC markets. I mean, IC markets is sketchy. They're all sketchy. If you guys want a good broker to use, hit me up after this. US 100. Okay, but that was a flex. Big bags. Yeah, fuck yeah, it was a flex, people. I'm trying to keep my composure here because I'm trying to be a responsible person and to be a great host of this stream and to be a great representative of the Chart Addicts name and the culture that we've created here of being emotionally stable while we trade. But I just made more money than I used to make in a month and a half, and I'm gonna fucking act like it. God damn it! What the fuck? Also, I can do whatever I want because the markets pay my bills. That's called real freedom. I'm listening to a podcast the other day about fuck you money, and I'm talking to one of my mentors, Lasaldo. By the way, guys, y'all are not giving this man enough credit on YouTube. Go and check out his podcast after this with me and him. It's called Millionaire's Advice for Success and Hustle. Definitely check out the podcast. This dude we only have like 4,000 views on that podcast. I promise you the heat in there is timeless. But I'm talking to him and he says, he's like, we were talking about the concept of I asked him what success was. He told me that financial success was being able to buy whatever you want and then not doing it, right? Because most of the time people are doing it to impress other people, and it's just not a good reason to live your life like that. So he says being able to buy whatever you want, go buy a Lamborghini, go put down a down payment, $100,000 plus the $4,000 a month to lease a Lamborghini. You can do that, and choosing not to do it is real financial success. And that really, really shifted my mind. I was like, damn. The person who first got me hip to that was Ted. Ted told me his story about when he first started making big money. He went to the Porsche dealership and he's about to drop like 150 bands on a Porsche. And then he was like checking his account, like his bank account. And he was like, yo, I really like seeing the money in here. I like the money being in my account. I like the fact knowing I can fly anywhere, eat anything, go out anywhere. You can buy anything at any store. Like, that's a great feeling. And it's way better than buying the car. And so he walked out the dealership. And I've been finding myself doing that in large parts of my life, because the more successful you become in trading, the more it's easy for you to start spending money. right? Spending becomes a lot easier. But if you look at the people who are very successful today, they all invested when they were having success in their trading. And that's one thing I want you guys to take away from me is like, I still dress normal. I still live normal. I still keep my monthly expenses normal. But I guarantee you, by this time next year, I'll be making 6 figures a month and I'll still be living the same way. And then it won't make sense, I think, until 2024 or 2025 when the next crypto bull market comes. And I'll have invested almost 5 or 6 figures in crypto during this bear market period. And then I'll be hopefully a millionaire at that point. I think at that point, it'll make sense to a lot of people about why you want to delay gratification as opposed to start spending your profits when they come in trading. So food for thought for you guys. When you start making money with us or when you're making money on Enigma or whatever it is, it's easy to start buying car parts. It's easy to start paying for vacations. It's easy to start spending the money. But investing it in the good times and not assuming that the good times will last forever, very, very big key. Very big key. What's the name of the podcast again? So you can just go to the Chart Addicts page. Like if you go to our page right here. By the way, thank you guys for the support. We just hit 16,000 subscribers. Appreciate you all over the years supporting us. We're just getting started. Let me go to my channel real quick, and then let me go to the home. Beautiful. So you guys can see all the old podcasts. We have some of like the bigger ones here. This is when James came to my house and he made 200K, his first 200K trade. Speaking of James, who was just on the stream, I had him and Q Banks. Q Banks is his mentor. So I guess it was perfect for us to, like, I called Q and I was like, bro, one of your students just made 200 bands in a day. Like, we got to do this podcast right now. So crazy videos. We have all the old ones. Mamba, of course, Alex G and Raul. Alex G, I have a podcast with him dropping this weekend. Q and Anthony, James and QB Stu, all of this good stuff. But on the list of the new podcasts, here's the ones that you guys should check out. Swaggy C, if you haven't checked this one out, highly recommended. Very inspiring. Emil, y'all need to put some respect on Emil's name. This was a master class in crypto. Yes, he has an accent, but I guarantee if you guys listen to this podcast, you too will be on the path that I'm on to accumulate enough wealth before the next bull market. He's going to wake you up to realize, okay, he turned $10,000 to $1 million 10 times in 10 different investments. There's obviously a process here that he's following on how he's vetting these investment projects to be able to find 100x returns. Something worth paying attention to. Yacht Talks, very straightforward. It's me, T-Mac, and James on a yacht shooting the shit. We're exposing prop firms. We're exposing brokerages. We're exposing the guru industry in this fucking game. We're exposing the whole shit. We on the yacht. It's Yacht Talks. Umar, beautiful podcast. He's an options trader, but everything still applies to Forex trading. This is the podcast that I was telling you guys to go watch. It's the Millionaire Advice for Business, Investing, and Hustle. This is with Lasaldo. All right. He's the one that was telling me that advice about being able to buy whatever you want and not doing it. Because all the people that he was around, granted, guys, he's an IML educator, or he was. All the people that he was around in IML back in the day, they had spent all their money. Chairman 25 and Chairman 10, all this bullshit. They spent their fucking money. He invested all his money. He opened a trucking company. He opened a cannabis business. He opened all these different side streams of income that now pay him over 6 figures a month. And while all those people who are on social media trying to show off are broke now, still pretending like they're rich, but they're dirt broke, he's genuinely rich. He bought a house, built a house from the ground up for his family, got his kids' college taken care of. That's a real man. That's a real man. Like, driving cool cars and all this shit is cool, but building a house for your family that you can call yours, that you own the land for, having the college paid off for your children, making sure that everybody has a trust fund set up for their future, having multiple streams of income that cash flow for you. That's real success. Because then you can take that money and do whatever the fuck you want to do. How did Jason turn $500 to 85K in 1 week? And how did Drew turn $1,000 to $10,000 in one trade? New podcast coming out. We're crushing it. Make sure you guys check out the channel. Boom. All right. So it's getting more and more likely that Nasdaq and US 30 will not retrace back up to this entry and will instead just fall. You guys can do whatever you want to take this risk. Again, this is what your risk looks like if you take this trade. Okay, so very ugly. I don't recommend it. I would just wait for this retest. If the retest doesn't come, it'll be down here. You'll get one more chance. Okay, so we have a previous area of support. We're going to violate that area of support. And then if we come back to retest it, this will be a great place for you to continue these shorts, probably around 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern time. for trading indices. Okay. He said, like the video, guys. Yeah, please make sure you guys drop a like if you're on YouTube. 150 people on the YouTube stream. Just please make sure to click that like button. It's that easy. Click that like button. It's that easy. He said, the Drew one is a sleeper, major sleeper, major sleeper. Can we get a Doyle Exchange podcast? So I'll be honest, a lot of people have been mentioning Doyle Exchange. I'm very particular, especially because now we're sponsored by TradingView. I want to respect them. They have to respect us. I don't want to get anybody on the podcast that's not yes, there's a lot of successful traders out there, y'all. Just keep this in mind. Like, just being a successful trader or just having one big trade is not going to get you on our podcast. Do you have a good personality? Are you actually trying to help people? Are you just doing this to make money on the side? Like, did you start a company? Did you start a Forex course or something just to make side money? Or are you actually trying to live this game? Are you trying to be in the markets long term? Are you trying to help people? The people I try to bring on my podcast, they have a good heart. I don't give a fuck what it shows on social media. When I talk to these individuals and when I talk to people who have benefited from being with them, they've all told me the same thing. These guys that care and they're providing genuine value. So Doyle Exchange, like everybody who you guys recommend to me on this podcast, let me know if they're genuinely doing right by folks or if they're just out here on some money grab shit. If they're out here on some money grab shit, I don't give a fuck how good of a trader you are. It doesn't mean shit to me. All right. Integrity over everything. Integrity over everything. Everybody can fucking trade. All right. 300 pips on UJ. Stop playing with me. We could all trade. The question is, what's your intentions? If your intentions aren't pure, I can guess that you're doing some shady shit in the back end, photoshopping some bullshit, being just a shady character. All right. All right, y'all. So really, I'm not going to sit here and watch grass grow with Nasdaq. It's not going to retrace for hours. It's not going to fall for hours. Keep your eye on it. Shallow retracement or deep retracement, the only two options. All the other pairs, I'm going to give them a whole day to set up. Tomorrow, we should have some trades. We might call out some signals and just hold them over the weekend. I know that Professor O hasn't been that active on the signals, but if we look at Forex, when these big spikes start happening, that's when O looks to get in the markets. So now that we have these massive shifts in momentum, that's where we're going to be looking to trade some of these pairs. So I'm excited to call out these currency trades and to be taking advantage of these with you guys. All right. If you did take the NASDAQ trade, cut your partials, move your stops to break even and hold it. If you're waiting for that re-entry, just wait for the 78 re-entry. If it doesn't come, you can take that breakout trade, but that's on your own risk. You do that with your own time, Yo, this has been a crazy week. This has been a crazy, crazy week. All right, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, my name is Roy Dunya. I am the co-founder of Chart Addicts, the #1 education platform in the world for traders. If you guys are looking to improve your trading and trade with a team of professionals, to trade with a team of successful traders, join Chart Addicts. It's $60 a month. What do you have to lose? If you guys are interested in personal coaching, that's running enigmafx.app is how you guys get access. 30-day free trial, best signals app in the world. And again, this stream is sponsored by TradingView, the #1 charting platform in the world for traders. We'll see you guys on the next stream. Take it easy. Peace. And I'll see most of you on Chart Addicts.
Good morning.
Especially if you guys are on YouTube. Definitely recommend you guys joining Chart Addicts and being on the inside so that you guys can get access to these streams more regularly.
Who is it?
What's up?
Which company is calling you?
Gilder, are you talking to me? Or
How can I help you?
my boy out here doing cold calls right now. Hey, get your bag. Hey. Get that energy up on the call though, my boy. You ain't selling nobody like that. Why switch to the new toolbar? Mark Don, you're kind of a fucking idiot, bro. Like, do I look like TradingView support team? Bro, you're on the Instagram comments, you're in our Instagram DMs, you're like copy and pasting this shit. This dude is an idiot. He said, go to TradingView settings. No, MH14. Don't respond to idiots like this, bro. We don't do that. Boom, boom, boom. Thoughts on oil? Oil is about to do a little bit of a recovery here. I think the oil is going to go bullish for a little bit, but I think ultimately gas prices will remain low until the midterm elections are completely over and until the Democrats show that they have a chance to get back on the horse. I'll be completely honest. He said that short was at 5 a.m. EST. I just woke up and took it. Yep. You guys are laughing, man. You guys like it when I roast people in the chats. I don't like to do that. I'm trying to be a good person here, yo. All right, take it easy, YouTube. We'll catch you around. I'll see you on the Chart Addict side. All right, take it easy. Peace. All right, see you.